Alright, so if you're anything like me, you know there's tons of amazing ROM hacks to choose from, and sometimes it can be overwhelming. So today, on Game Enjoy, we're taking a look at a whole new top 5 Game Boy Advance ROM hacks for you to choose from this December. Just like my other top 5 videos, this won't have any games from my previous videos. All these games will be completable, and the order of them doesn't determine if one is better than the other. All these games are 10 out of 10s. That being said, let's get straight to it. First up, we have Pokemon Scorched Silver made by Slew. This ROM hack is making waves among the ROM hack community for a good reason. It's an extremely well polished experience that takes us back to Johto, through the perspective of a new young trainer from Cherry Grove City. This awesome story takes place 20 years after the events of Gold and Silver, so Johto looks vibrant and new. You'll encounter many old and new faces throughout your adventure, all while unraveling new secrets of the region. This is a completely new storyline, with a wide variety of Pokemon to discover, all while your journey is being intertwined with the plans of a mysterious new group called Team Phoenix. Some features you can expect to find in this ROM hack will be everything included in the Pokemon Emerald expansion pack, meaning it includes physical and special split, fairy type, Gen 8 Pokemon with Gen 7 move pools. It allows you to run indoors. It allows the use of HMs outside of battle without teaching your Pokemon the move, as long as a party member could learn the move. As well as Black and White's repel system. Poison won't faint your Pokemon outside of battle, it will get them to 1 HP. Some TMs have been swapped for newer ones, and more than 750 Pokemon are available to be caught. You also gain the ability to use Mega Evolution during your journey. There's also an NPC who lets you change the natures of your Pokemon in Violet City. It also gives you the ability to battle nurses in the Pokemon Center to level up your Pokemon if you just need that little edge before a gym battle. I personally have been really enjoying this ROM hack. I got to 6 badges in a previous version, but just found out there's a pretty huge update that requires me to start fresh, which I'm excited to play, as this game brings all my favorite ROM hack features as well as modernizes the Johto region, which we really don't see enough of for how amazing that place is. So definitely add this one to your list. I'll leave a link down below in the description where you can find the ROM hack patch file. Then in the second slot, we got an amazing demake, which is Pokemon Sword and Shield Ultimate Plus. This game was originally made by PCLG in 2020, but GeneStars took over development in 2023, adding tons more content from the DLCs launched on the Nintendo Switch version of Sword and Shield. Both the developers made the game in Portuguese, which is where Autonomy comes in, and translated it as well as tweaking the game to have multiple versions to suit the needs of the player, with versions with overworld sprites and ones without, just so it could run better on certain devices, along with also having what Phantonomy calls the casual patch, which adds NPCs who sell EV items, rare candies, master balls, and shiny charms for 1 coin to allow you to play how you want. Some features I think worth mentioning is that it has the full Sword and Shield story as well as the full gym challenge. It also includes the Isle of Armor and Crown Tundra post-game, with the option to auto-run by pressing L. It also includes the Dex Nav in the pause menu. You'll also be able to take advantage of Dynamaxing, Gigantamaxing, Mega Evolution, and the use of Z moves. I also can't forget the inclusion of Ultra Beasts. I'm a huge fan of demakes, and this one's extremely well done, and definitely worth your time. Even if you've already played Sword and Shield and the DLC on the Switch, this is a whole new experience and worth the playthrough. I'll leave a link in the description where you can find the patch file. Next up in third, to match the theme of demakes, we have Pokemon Black and White 3 Genesis, which was created by Azure Keys. This ROM hack acts as a fan-made sequel to Black 2 and White 2, and also takes place in Unova, but many years after the events of the mainline games. You play as a young trainer who embarks on a journey around the region, catching Pokemon and collecting badges, all while ruining the plans of a mysterious group claiming to be the remaining Team Plasma members that it was said to have been disbanded years ago. Features you'll find when playing this amazing game is a fully demade Unova region made for the Game Boy Color, as well as some demade music to match, as well as a completely new story with many ties to the story characters within the mainline games, with 252 Pokemon available that have been handpicked from the first 5 generations of Pokemon, with 255 moves from the first 5 generations. On top of that, this game adds physical and special split and fairy type Pokemon, which is so cool to have on a Game Boy Color game. It also updates the bag space because various items from newer games were added, with running shoes also available from the very start. It also features reusable TMs and an NPC to relearn moves, as well as having all evolutions possible within a single player experience. There are tons of other quality life improvements to be found when you try it for yourself. I kinda love the look of Pokemon games on Game Boy Color, so personally I've been really enjoying my playthrough of this game. And I'm super thankful someone took the time to demake Unova. Definitely worth adding to your list if you're looking for a new experience. As always, I'll have a link to the patch file in the description. Then in fourth, we got Pokemon Modern Emerald, created by Resettis 12. This hack enhances the Emerald experience by fitting just about every feature an Emerald ROM hack can hold, along with giving you the player the option to play how you want, with enormous amounts of options so multiple playthroughs can have endless differences, with built-in options like Nuzlocke, Randomizer, and Gym Challenge modes like playing without Pokemon Centers, One Type Only, and Mirror Mode. This hack does not try to be a newer generation game, and its main focus is just modernizing the Emerald experience, so you won't find any battle gimmicks either. Truth be told, but there's just too many features in this ROM hack to go over it all, but some features I think that make this super unique is that you can choose if you want to play a modern or classic Emerald experience, with picking modern adding new spawns along with modern Pokemon types and move pools, and picking classic will keep some of the things how they were in the base game, although many of the changes will still be present. You'll also find some Pokemon have better stats overall, as well as some new legendary Pokemon available that weren't originally in Emerald. This game also adds nature mints and reusable TMs, which I'm a huge fan of. If you're planning a playthrough of Pokemon Emerald anytime soon, this is definitely one of the best ways to do it. With this game allowing you to capture all 423 Pokemon available, it's the perfect way to catch them all. As always, I'll have info on where to get the patch file in the description. And to wrap things up at number 5, we got Pokemon Liquid Crystal, a ROM hack made by the user Lincoln Zelda. This game had its last update come out in 2012, making this game 12 years old now, which is pretty crazy. While this game is pretty old, it still holds up extremely well, especially if you crave a Game Boy Advance remake of Crystal. Some features added to this game that are worth mentioning are while it comes close to being an exact remake, it does include dialogue changes to the story and there will be differences. Changes that make it different to Crystal include that the level curve has been adjusted to allow it to have some increased difficulty, rivals and gym leaders have had their movesets redone, and it also added more NPCs to trade with so players can obtain new Pokemon, along with new rivals and new events and secrets to discover. This game features my favorite things about Pokemon Crystal, which means it also includes 2 regions spanning 2 generations of Pokemon, with 16 gym badges and 2 Elite Fours, making it such a great game to enjoy and totally worth playing. Just like all the other ones, you'll find a link to the patch file in the description. And that's it. Hope you found a new ROM hack in this video to enjoy, and I appreciate you watching. Catch you in the next one.